labor law in Russia is very complicated question, and we need to discuss more about it. Main principle of labor law is stated in Russian Labor Code and other legislative acts. Just for us to be acquainted, my name is Natalia Neverovskaya. I'm a lawyer, I'm a managing partner with the international law firm, Unicom Legal, and I'm working as a lawyer for many years, and my fields of expertise include labor law and personal data protection. We have two offices in St. Petersburg and in Moscow, and today we shall discuss short questions about labor law. And if you need to get more information, you are free to contact us in Russia in our offices, or if you need training, then you can also contact the Academy of Open Education. You can always see it in our presentation. Speaking about labor law, we can say that we deal not only with labor, but with commercial and law and arbitration and litigation and real estate in our company. And labor law is one of our fields of expertise. Very important is to know about employment and dismissal of personnel in Russia. Staff redundancy is also a complicated question, and we need to follow the whole procedure. Every company has to adopt and produce in-house rules and other internal documents. Each company has to create job descriptions for their employees. And one very important question is regarding labor law for foreigners. So we can help with export contracts, and many foreigners need to adopt the export contracts in also in accordance with the Russian legislation. There are more and more labor disputes in Russia, and of course we need to avoid disputes. And many companies create their procedures of bonuses and motivation for personnel. And sometimes also we have to deal with trade unions. Trade unions in Russia is a very big organization, and of course we need to know how to work with them correctly. In Russia, labor legislation consists of labor code, labor safety protection norms and rules. There are very many governmental acts, acts of the government of Russian Federation, of the president, and so on. And those rules and those documents and legislative acts are open for the public, and every company has to create labor agreement with the employee, and every company has to produce their internal documents, which we call in-house rules. Those documents may consist of a list of different documents, for example, rules on business trips, rules on employment or hiring personnel, and so on. So each process in the company we can just lay on paper, and we can put in frames of our in-house rule. And as of the date of adoption of this document in the company, this document will be obligatory for all the personnel of the company. In Russia, it is not allowed to implement non-competition clause in the labor agreement with the personnel. So please be attentive with this. Every employee, when hired by the company, has to agree with the employer that their job will be primary or secondary work. Normally, primary work is main job for the employee. If the employee wants to have another job simultaneously with the first employer, all other jobs will be considered as secondary work. The employee is not limited in secondary works, so the employer has to be also very attentive with this question, and it is also possible to ask from the employee whether the employee has any other secondary work or aside, or if there is any side work for the employee. In Russia, those employees who have families are protected by the law, especially employees having small children under the age of 3 years, especially when employees are the only persons in the family who can earn money. Those employees are protected by the law, and those employees enjoy additional privileges. In Russia, Russian labor code does not allow to use any discrimination wordings in the texts, and in general, no discrimination is allowed. Discrimination may be considered according to different principles, not only race or gender or something else. The discrimination may be considered also in accordance with the amount of salary. So, for example, if we have two employees working at the same position, for example, we have two secretaries. Both secretaries work the same number of working hours and they do the same job, but one employee gets one salary, another employee gets the salary which is higher. Then the discrimination will be in the amount of the salaries. So if two employees have the same kind of job, then they need to get the same salary. Also, we can consider another situation. The employee is doing the same work from month to month, but 1 month employee gets one salary, another month the salary will be higher or lower. Then the employee can say about discrimination, because same kind of work should be paid by the same amount of money. So if the amount of money is different, then it will be also called discrimination. So please be very careful with this topic. Every employee, when it comes to work to the company, needs to bring a certain set of documents. So the employee shows its passport to the employer. In Russia, we have either labor books or special document from the special register, which will show the labor places of the employee and periods of work of the employee in different places of work. And also the employee brings the pension insurance certificate, which is needed for many issues related with the government in Russia. In some places of work, a diploma may be necessary. For example, if we employ a doctor, then the doctor must have a diploma. If we employ a lawyer, the lawyer can go to the court only provided that the lawyer has a diploma. So in some cases, diploma is necessary. Sometimes, for example, the employee will need to obtain and to deliver to the employer the document regarding criminal records. For example, we employ a teacher to school, and the teacher must prove that he or she doesn't have any criminal records. So this person will bring the document showing that person doesn't have any criminal records in his life. So if you need to know more about those questions, please contact us. You can get consultation, or you can contact us for obtaining of training. So we shall be very happy to continue our conversation with you. Thank you.